Hello, my name is Daniel James, and this is my YouTube channel's second vlog. For just a little bit of clarity, some clarification, my content and my videos here on this channel are generally metaphysical. I like to talk about things like spirit science and extraterrestrials. We're going to be putting out some concepts on disclosure, generally anything around the expansion of consciousness. And that does deal with some of the more darker shadow work and some of the more disclosure alternative ways of looking at our reality. And I just wanted to clarify that for those that are new, because since my last vlog, I've gotten about 60 new subscribers. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Daniel James. Thank you for being here. So in linear time, it's been several months since my last vlog update. And I wanted to just do a general update on what's going on in, the Daniel James universe and the Daniel James sort of idea. Touch on some of my creative projects I'm working on, some of my professional endeavors, and just say hello to you guys. I have two different podcasts that I run and that I host. And one of them is That's So Meta, which I do with my partner Lauren. And we are still pumping out episodes, not as fast as we had originally intended, but we are still making content. And that's a lot of our free form sort of metaphysical ideas go into that podcast. And we're getting into starting to have special guests. So one thing that I'd like to do is integrating people to bring in topics of their own or maybe give a lecture on something. And so we do have two people already lined up. And we're working on the logistics, the technical logistics on how to get people involved in the show. But we do have two people lined up, which I'm very excited about, which will be bringing their own sort of topics and ideas to the show itself. My second podcast is Celestial Oddities, Pair of Normal Guys. Now, I've talked about that show before, and I do have some links for it around here on my YouTube channel, but that's more of a paranormal / metaphysical podcast that I do with my partner, Garrett Jagman. Garrett was a client of mine for several years. I used to produce video for him, and as we both sort of expanded in our consciousness, we actually developed a real friendship, and now we collaborate in a lot of ways. So I'm going to go ahead and link that podcast in the description below. And I'd love for you guys to check out any of the pre-recorded episodes. That podcast is also slightly different from That's So Meta in the sense that Garrett and I record that live. So that is a live show. Whereas That's So Meta is pre-recorded, and then we sort of edit that and put that on, on the internet once it's ready. With Celestial Oddities, we have a ton of episodes pre-recorded on Spreaker.com. And like I said, the link to that show is also in the description below here. I'd love for you guys to check some of the previous episodes out and, maybe let me know what you think. I know Garrett and I are actually talking about trying to do 2 episodes a month. And due to the technical approach and the way that that show differs from That's So Meta, I think it'll be easier and more tangible for me to actually do 2 episodes of Celestial Oddities over That's So Meta. So check that podcast out. I've got links for it on my Instagram, on my YouTube. Check it out. Hit us up. So what else am I working on creatively? Well, my journey, if you will, my hero's journey has always been to express the things that I'm passionate about, talk about and share the things that sort of drive me and fuel my creative passion. So that brings us to the season finale of my web series, Reality Mechanics. Now, episodes 1 through 3 are already done and released. Those are free to watch. And episode 4 is a season finale idea that will sort of culminate up into the ending of this season, which is called Something That I'm Passionate About. Now, if you are new to the channel, or more specifically, if you have played around here before, the concept of aliens and extraterrestrials is one of my highest excitements. It's something that my life is not only based on, but also has been integrated into me as a person in a lot of ways. So if you're familiar with that idea and you've seen some of my channelings, I'm very integrated into the extraterrestrial communities. And so doing works of art that express that passion is something very important to me. It's my offering. It's my way of sharing what I have to contribute to those ideas and to offer perspectives to those who are interested. So episode 4 is about aliens. So at the time of this recording, episode 4 is in post-production and we're finishing up now. I like to do all of the music on these episodes myself. I like to do the composing and the original sounds that you hear. So I'm working on that right now. And then we also have a visual effects artist who's doing some animations for us as well. And so I would say that the episode is very close to being completed. And as soon as it's done, we will release it for you to watch right here on the channel. I would love for you to check that out and let me know what you think about it. It is going to push some boundaries. It is going to look into some areas that need to be explored from a new perspective. It's also really going to sort of be a vulnerable release of a lot of my beliefs. So I look forward to you guys checking that out. Let me know how you feel about it. And it's kind of weird, but this is who I am. So what else is going on? Well, we are pursuing new avenues and new ideas for our professional video service. As I've mentioned multiple times, as you see in my work, I am a full-time videographer. It's what I do for my income. And so we shoot a lot of video for ourselves. We shoot a lot of video for clients. We also edit video. And we are in the process of putting together some new examples of work and pursuing some different types of video production, which we're excited about as we get later into the second half of this year. So that's sort of keeping me very entertained as we sort of scale and rebrand a lot of things with what we do with our video production. One thing I've actually never really mentioned directly on my YouTube channel is that I operate another YouTube channel, which is that's my very first sort of channel that I ever built and sort of scaled with uploading content. And that's my film studio, Tragic Hero Productions. Now with Tragic Hero Productions, we started off as just doing our own passion projects and our own short films and things like that. And then it sort of evolved into offering a professional service. So when I started producing video, professionally and generating an income, it was also done under the Tragic Hero Productions sort of label and brand. And so a lot of my earlier client-based work is also on that channel. I'll link that here in the description as well, but if you want to dig around on it, that'd be cool. You will find some professional stuff, some creative stuff. A lot of our old passion projects are on there for you to watch, like short films, documentaries, and then a lot of my commissioned work that I've done for clients is also on that channel as well. And I sort of kept most of it there under that sort of brand image, even after we transitioned into the Moment Imaging, which is the name of our professional service now. But there is a lot of content on that channel that you can check out right now. And I will warn you, for those who are sort of following the content here, it is a lot different. A lot of it's darker. A lot of it's more shadow work idea. More 3D sort of perspectives are expressed in a lot of the content on that channel. So I will warn you that, if you're not interested in things that may have some darker depictions, that content exists there. That is also part of the reason why we sort of did some separating into the branding and where we allocate the different types of media that we produce, is because we actually don't do some of the other things that I did under Tragic Hero Productions. So Tragic Hero Productions now is just my label for my passion projects and for the films that I produce myself. And then the Moment Imaging will be separated for its professional services that we offer. The next thing that I'm actually really excited to talk about is something that I teased in my last vlog. I now offer 3 energy services. Now, when I say energy services, what I mean is I have 3 custom designed, one-on-one sort of spiritual services that I offer now that I will be doing on Skype. My partner made me a very straightforward, simple WordPress website, which I will also link here in the description. And through the website, you can read about the services that I now have available in the Skype sessions, and then also do any booking through that particular idea as well. The first one is called the EQ method. Now, the EQ method is a powerful healing exercise that I learned on the Spirit Ambassador Retreat in Mount Shasta in the summer of 2019. And part of my training in the EQ method was to actually go through it. And I went through it several times in the training, and I can tell you that it's a transformative healing tool because it uses a mix of visualizations and sort of digging into the self to uncover traumas and release them. It was profound for me, and that's why it's something that I want to invest my time and my energy in, helping other people go through that process to benefit from those healings. The second service that I offer is a custom designed meditation. One of the most common questions that I've gotten over the years is, Daniel, I don't know how to meditate, or I can't quiet my mind. I don't know how to clear my thoughts. Well, I didn't either before I learned how to do it. And I used a combination of some Seth Speaks material in conjunction with my own principles to make a sort of quantum meditation technique that draws you into the self by climbing up your brainwave frequencies. And as you climb these ladders of brainwave frequencies and you get into an altered state, into a deep sort of meditation, this is where you can communicate to your spirit guides, you can astral project, you can remote view, you can channel. All of these things are sort of possible once you achieve that state of being. And the custom technique that I designed, I actually used to walk you into that state step by step. And although I could do a video explaining this, I find that it's much easier when I can be one-on-one with an individual and walk them through each stage, because some people tend to get stuck in some places or have questions during the process, and it's much easier for us to be there together so that I can sort of walk you through that. And lastly, the other one is the channeling service. So a lot of my content earlier on here on the channel has been channeling, where we go into an altered state similar to what a medium would do, and then we connect to other beings, extraterrestrials, other forms of consciousness. And this was something that I taught myself how to do in 2015, and although I never really plan on doing it professionally, there has been a demand for that, and I do see the value in being somebody that people can come to for that sort of help or training, if that's what you're looking for. So we do offer a channeling service, also there on the website, linked in the description below. I have done these sessions with people, and I do enjoy it very much, so I look forward to serving you in that way and seeing in what areas that we can expand your consciousness by using all three of these tools, which ultimately leads you deeper into the self. So listen guys, I'm trying to keep these vlogs a little bit shorter. I know my last one was a half an hour long, and then my Sasquatch Encounters vlog was like hour and a half or something. So in closing, I struggled back and forth with whether or not I wanted to sort of touch on any of this sort of dense, sort of collective challenging experiences that we're all having, because in understanding quantum physics and the journey of the soul, we are all having our own subjective version of what we are experiencing sort of collectively on planet Earth. And that reality reflects back to us in our own unique ways. So what I want to leave you guys with is that you came here for a reason, and you exist to serve a purpose. Whatever that purpose is for you is unique, but the fact of the matter is that if you're here now, you have value. You have something to give, you have something to experience. And that's very profound. And if you need help navigating your reality right now, remember basic laws of attraction and the basic law of mirrors. As above, so below. As within, so without. Stand in your power. Claim your sovereignty, however that looks to you, whatever that means to you. But trust that you are here for a reason. And if you are watching this video right now, you have value. There is a reason that you are still here existing and experiencing this reality. So claim that power. Stand in your truth. Hold your sovereignty. And remember who you are. Listen guys, thank you for watching this vlog. Thanks for checking out my content. Thank you for being here. Let's connect. Get a hold of me on Instagram or send me an email. And thank you very much for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. And please remember your inner power.